So today I wanted to talk about healing, and I think it's important that we talk about healing because pretty much everybody in this room is doing something to help themselves heal. And the thing about healing is we need to be aware of what is it really? Because when someone comes into my office, they come with saying, I want to heal this. It could be MS or arthritis or something. And the first thing they say is, because I want my life back. And I want you to get rid of my symptoms. So, what they're thinking is that healing is when I get what I want. This is actually from a spiritual teacher. But the thing is, when we get what we want, it looks a little bit like this. This is not what your body wants. You think that's what you want. I want that thing I had. I want this to get over it. So then what is healing? Well, let's begin with, it is not going to be about getting your old life back. And it's not going to be just focused on eliminating symptoms. Because if you return to where you were right before the symptom starts, you're returning to where the symptoms were generated. You're returning right back into the ingredients. So if healing isn't what you want, maybe it's more about discovering what I need. So what exactly is a need? This is actually from the Webster Dictionary. I saw it this morning and I thought, yes, thank you, dictionary. A need is actually a physiological or physical requirement for the well-being of an organism. What does that mean? It means it is the physical and the mental requirements this organism needs to be well. That is a need. That is healing. And it's not woo-woo. It's not, oh yeah, well, it's good to have a mental thing. There's actually a science to it. And the science is called Psychoneuroimmunology. And it talks about how the organism has three systems. Now it's Psychoneuroimmunology, but it has three main systems: the psyche, the nervous system, and the immune system that work together for the well-being of the body. And this science actually studies the relationship between mental processes and our health. Unfortunately, most psychologists treat the mind as this disembodied thing, not related to the body, and most physicians treat the body as if there is no relationship with our minds or our emotions. Yet, as Dr. Candace Pert says, the body and the mind are not separate, and we cannot treat one without treating the other. That is why when someone says, well, what does hypnosis have to do with, this is a physical thing. They always tell me, oh yeah, but mine's physical, it's not somatic, it's not, it's not on my mind. It's like, no, it's not in all your mind. It's in the organism. And so medical hypnotherapy works on that relationship of your mental states with your health. So what are the needs of the body? What are those mental, those psychological requirements that this organism has for its well-being? Would you guys like to know? Okay.
Physiological. So that's like water, food.
That one is psychological.
Oh, psychological.
Yeah. So physiological, a lot of you guys are working on.
Yeah.
I'm getting the physiological, I'm doing vitamin Ds, I'm doing nutrition, I'm checking out exercise, I'm doing different things. But what about the psychological?
Security?
There, we're starting. These are actually what's called genetically encoded needs. This is from a psychology called reality therapy or choice theory. And it talks about genetically encoded needs. Reality therapy studies a lot mental health. But it also refers to physical health, and if we don't have these needs fulfilled, it's going to affect us. So what are these genetically encoded? What do you think genetically encoded means?
It means it's in your DNA.
Yeah, we can't avoid them. We can't say, oh, but I don't need that. Oh, you need that. I don't need this. And you'll see, there's a couple of those that you, all your life, have probably been saying, I don't really need that.
To me, it also suggests that it's not just human needs either, that they're just biological organisms' needs.
Yes, yep. So the first one, someone said that, the need to feel safe. And you might notice your symptoms get worse when you don't feel safe. You get an exacerbation when your husband, who hadn't been drinking for 10 years, comes home drunk. Or you get an exacerbation or your first MS symptoms when you think you're about to be fired. Or when you're promoted to a rank so high that every Sunday you're trembling because you're like, oh my God, they're going to find out I don't know what I'm doing. Or in university, oh my God, they're going to find out I'm a fake. There's a fear and no safety, and the body will respond to that. There's a need to feel that you belong. And a lot of us struggle with this one, and a lot of us try to overcompensate this one by trying to be likable for everybody. Oh, I need everybody to like me. I need to be the best in this, so maybe people really like me if I'm perfect. And so we struggle a lot because there's an underlying, do I really belong? And the body will react to that. The need to feel in control or capable. So that's why in some of these presentations I've talked about helpless not being a good way to really get yourself into a healthy state, is to feel someone else has to save me. And when we feel out of control, when our lives have gone a little crazy, so does our body. The need to feel free. So in this one, a lot of times, if there's a lot of codependence, or I need to make sure that you're happy, or I need to always, whatever you want, or your needs, I'll do them. And there's no freedom. Even if it's just freedom of thought, or one thing you do on your own that isn't family related and children related, but something that's yours. The body will wrestle with that. And many of my clients wrestle with this one. And that's why I really talked about genetic. The need to have joy. Think of any mammal. The need to have fun, right? Dogs have fun. Cats have fun. Lions have fun. Dolphins have fun. Birds have fun. Squirrels have fun. Why do we think, oh, no, I've got to get all my homework done and then I'll have fun. Once I get all the chores done, then I'll have fun. I can't have fun, I feel guilty. If I do this just for fun, that's not okay. We actually are genetically encoded to have fun. To do things because they're fun, not because of their usefulness, not because it's helping someone else. So in summary, the genetically encoded needs are about safety. So when your body's really acting up, just ask yourself, what do I know about myself that I know I have this? If you think you're going to lose your apartment, do you have a plan B? Okay, fine, I'll go live with my aunt if I have to. Something that gives you that little bit of feeling that I'm going to be okay. No matter what happens, it's not the end of the world. Because many of my clients, they come in and their first symptoms was during that period of their lives when a lot was happening and they felt like if this fails or he leaves me or it's going to be the end of the world, their body went. And belonging, it's just discovering who is that one person, who is that one, a grandmother, my, my mom who's already passed, that I know that no matter what's out there, I can keep reminding myself I belong. And control of capability. What in your life do you have? Not controlling everything and everyone around you, because your body will react to that. That's a fear of control. But what things can you control? What things do you have that capability? At least I know I'm able to. And something in your life that you're free to do. That you don't have to ask anybody about it. You don't have to get permissions, which everybody else likes doing it too. Something that's just your own. Enjoy. So healing is actually about getting our needs met. And therefore, it's not selfish to have needs. It's actually necessary. And this I hear a lot. Oh, but that would be selfish. If I have something all to myself, free, that would be selfish. If I just do this for the pure pleasure of it, it's selfish. There are African children out there, that's selfish, I shouldn't. It's actually necessary. That's it. You recognize these photos? Yes.
So giving yourself permission.
Not even permission, I'm sorry, it's necessary.
It's necessary.
I'm sorry, it's necessary.
Will you be able to put this on the web so?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
for short symptoms, you said psychoneuroimmunology. Oh, actually, it has the
Psychoneuro, and now they also say it's the endocrine system as well.
Okay.
If you write PNI, it is the science of the mind-body connection.
Mm-hmm.